Hello viewers, you are welcome to Baba Ire Agbe. Hello viewers, you are welcome to Baba Ire Agbe TV. My name is Alàgbà Rasheed Ademola Adegbola. On today's program, we are bringing preparation of snails for consumption. Preparation of snails for consumption. Snail rearing is a very important aspect of agriculture in Africa. And snail meat is highly nutritious and liked by everybody. Unfortunately, not many people know how to prepare this animal for consumption. Today, we are going to demonstrate how we can prepare snails for consumption. Happy viewing. Yeah. On this our snail farm, we have separated a place like this as a place where we prepare snails for consumption. The qualities of this place is that I'm backing a deep well. There is a regular water supply. Because one of the materials needed is plenty of water. At the same time, we have some materials that are needed. Some of the materials are the snails themselves, the hand glove, the wooden plank. I've shown the abundant water. Then we have the alum, we have the packing nylon, and at the same time the local sponge, of which we will wash the snails. We have the sledgehammer to kill the snail before we prepare it for consumption. Let me admonish our viewers that we have two different types of preparing snails for consumption. One of it is by the use of hot water. Another method is by the use of physical method to kill the snails through the shell and remove the meat for consumption. However, all these two aspects have different steps that we need to take. For the benefit of our viewers, let us see the snails as being harvested from the snail farm. That is the snail being harvested. Then we put it at the source of water where we have the water. That is the snails. Please let's remove the. Yes, let us see the snails. Those are the snails we want to prepare for consumption this morning. As they are like that, we will spread the polythene bag one after the other. Then we wash the snails as they are coming from the farm with our local sponge. That is how to wash the snails. We wash the shell so that they will be very neat, one after the other. After washing, we pack on to the floor. So let us show the way we will wash. Cut. By the time we are preparing snails for consumption, it is not the matter of size of the shell that matters, but how healthy is the meat inside the shell of a snail. We have thoroughly washed the snails. You can see them packed together like this. They are of equal sizes and age. The same age, the same size, and see how healthy they are. What I'm saying in essence is that when you see a snail like the ones in my right hand that does not feel the shell like this one, it means they are not as matured as the one on my left. You can see the ones on my left that they fill to the shell to the brim. And this is the type of snails we are preparing for consumption. For the benefit of people that are watching Baba Ire Agbe TV for the first time, we give publicity to all aspects of agriculture. And today, we are demonstrating preparation of snails for consumption. The first stage is harvesting of the snails and washing them like we have washed them and pack them together like this. Don't forget, these ones are just samples to tell you that they are not as matured, as healthy as the one we want to prepare for consumption. The next stage after washing is that we will try to break the bottom of the shell to make sure we pour out the water of the snail. And for your information, this one is not possible if we use the second method of second method of hot water. You can see how it is being broken. That is how it is being broken. Then the water will be gushed out. So you allow the water to come out with patience. The water should come out so that the processing will follow. That is the water coming out of the shell.
Màmá wo mi lọ ò jẹun.
Snails have been broken and the water extracted from the snails. That's the water from the snails that is being sieved so as to maintain the cleanliness of the snail's water. However, the snail's water is another useful material that will be kept for future use. The next stage now is to wash all the snails with alum. Has been put inside water. Yes, that's the alum you are seeing. It has been put inside water. It has been put inside water to make the water a substance that will be used to wash the snails. Yeah. We are breaking out the shell completely so as to remove the snail's meat. Yes. We are removing the snail. After removing the snail from the shell, all the pebbles will also be removed, and the intestine. The intestine is a material to feed the fish. Fish farmers don't joke with the intestines and the debris from the snail's meat. When you take out the intestine, you feed the fish. That is how we will break out the snail's meat from the shell completely and wash with alum to make it a very, very clean meat for consumption. After breaking the shell and removing the intestine, the next stage is to wash the snail meat. That is how to wash the snail meat. You can see the washing in a way that it is very, very neat. We will wash the snail's meat one after the other. Don't forget that the water has been mixed with alum, and the function of the alum is to remove the slimy nature of the snail. After washing, the next stage is packaging. Stage. Having washed all the snails with alum is now completely clean. The next stage now is packaging into packing nylon. But before we do that, we need to rewash with warm water. Soak it in ordinary water for another 1 hour or 2. Then complete package will follow. Well, viewers, this is how far we are able to go today on preparation of snails for consumption. You have seen all the stages, how to kill the snail, how to process it, and how to package it for consumption. If you have 1 or 2 questions on agriculture, you can call Baba Iriagbe on 080 340 343 81, 080 340 343 81. And don't forget to subscribe on Baba Iriagbe TV on your YouTube. Like it, share it, and subscribe. Until I bring another episode onto your screen again, I am yours sincerely, Alàgbà Rasheed Adimola Adegbola. Bye. This is now a processed snail for consumption. You can now see that it has been well processed, cleaned, and ready for consumption. This is how we process snails for consumption in our snail farm.